I found the USB drive on a park bench just after the sun slid behind the trees, its plastic shell glinting faintly in the dim twilight, and I thought nothing of it at first, just a little free piece of tech, carelessly abandoned. I pocketed it on a whim and waited until later that night, when the house was still and dark, to plug it into my laptop. The moment I did, a single folder appeared with no name, only an icon of a cracked screen. My cursor hovered over it, hesitation settling in my gut, but curiosity won. Inside was a video file and half a dozen documents with no timestamps. The video opened to static, then a hallway, then footsteps that were too slow, and echoing, ending on a door that swung open by itself, and a distorted voice whispered, "We've been waiting." My screen flickered and the documents popped open, each one a set of names and dates, some recent, some decades old, all crossed out with a thick black line. My heart pounded. I closed the files, but the mouse pointer moved on its own, selecting play again. The hallway on screen stretched out, and this time the footsteps were behind me. I whipped around in my chair, nothing. When I looked back, I saw a figure standing in the hallway on screen, face obscured by shadow, but the shadow stretched out of the monitor and onto the carpet behind me. I froze. The USB drive ejected itself with a click, slid off the keyboard, and landed on the floor with the smell of damp earth. I leaned in, breathing fast, and reached down, but as my fingers touched its cold surface, the door to my room slammed shut. My chair spun slightly, though I hadn't moved. The HVAC kicked on, though the thermostat read 72 and the vent wasn't on. Another video file appeared. "Your turn, MP4. I opened it, and the screen showed my own room, slow zoom, until the figure from before loomed behind me. That moment I spun around and saw nothing, but when I looked back, the figure was in my room, standing in the corner just beyond the edge of the monitor's glow. I let out a soundless scream, lunged up, knocked my chair over, ran for the light switch, but the light bulb flickered and then died, and there in the darkness the figure's voice whispered, "Welcome home." The USB drive lay on the floor still, blinking a single red light. I grabbed it and ran outside into the night rain, heart pounding loud in the hollow park empty of people. Yet I could swear footsteps followed me on every wet pavement slab, echoed beneath every street lamp. I reached my car, keys shaking in my hand, but the moment I touched the handle, a message popped up on my phone. "Thanks for playing." I looked down, the USB icon appeared on my lock screen, connected. I turned toward the park bench where I had picked it up, and in the faint light I saw a blackened silhouette sitting there, watching. I didn't look away. I got in the car and drove off, but the silhouette followed, always just at the edge of the rearview mirror. Tonight the red light on the USB drive pulses in my glove compartment, and the video file. Next _step. MP4 is already waiting. I know I should delete it, but I also know what happens when you don't press play.